How to make caramel decorations. In a pan, add 2 cups of granulated sugar and cook it over medium heat. This technique used is called dry method because it doesn't require any water. It's the easiest but the most suitable technique in this case. The edges will start to melt first, but don't worry, you just have to stir it and it will start melting evenly. With this technique, you're allowed to stir your caramel as much as you want. Continue to bring all the melted sugar to the top and eventually it will become one big pot of caramel. Don't worry about the lumps, it will all melt away. This method's pretty great because no matter what you do, you won't ruin your caramel. Unless you burn it, of course. As soon as it looks smooth like this, remove from the heat. The first decoration I'm gonna do is a sugar cage. With some vegetable oil, I'm gonna coat the back of my ladle. For this sugar cage, the caramel should still be hot, so we can create fine strings. Dip your spoon into the caramel, lift it up, and in a zigzag motion, start coating the back of your ladle. To create a firmer structure, you have to zigzag vertically and then horizontally. The hotter your caramel, the thinner it will be, so it's easier to create this decoration with a hot caramel. Now cut off all the excess on the edges that dripped away, just like this. And almost immediately, you can release it from the ladle. And here you have your gorgeous sugar cage. This could go on top of a cake or even covering completely a small pastry. To caramelize fruits, it's super simple. You just have to dip them in a warm caramel and place them to rest over a parchment paper or wax paper. They will harden within minutes and add a nice crunchiness and look to your fruits. And don't forget that after you caramelize stuff, it should never be in contact with any liquids or humidity or it will melt. Now comes my favorite caramel decoration, caramelizing nuts. Insert the tip of a toothpick in the nut of your preference. I love to use hazelnuts here because they look very elegant. Dip them in a warm but not hot caramel. Make sure you coat all the sides of it, and once you do, you just have to lift your nut and this caramel continuous string will form. Place them in the edge of your countertop with some weight over the toothpick. As they cool, the sugar continues to pull itself down, creating this amazing teardrop effect. Place them upside down on top of cakes and you will have the most elegant cake in the planet. And now with the sugar almost cold, I'm able to pull it easily and create sugar strings. Pinch the caramel with your fingers or a fork and start pulling the sugar. As long as your sugar is still warm, you can pull it to the infinite. Really, you can turn it into a ball the size of planet Earth. If it starts breaking easily, you just have to reheat this caramel over low heat. You can reheat this many times. But don't forget that to be able to pull the sugar, the caramel has to cool down a little bit. A little cleaning tip, but after you're done, the caramel in the pan will become like a hard rock. Let it soak in water overnight and you'll remove it easily. Today you learned how to make all sorts of caramel decorations. For more tips and recipes, check out my website. Bye people!